On the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Okay, ready?
Mike,
go!
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Gotta do better.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
On second down, this is Madison. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Corey Vedvik on to punt the football. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's coming. Double up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's our time. Check 26.
Alert! Let's 57's mine. Man, don't.
Check curls.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
18. Hey, get away with it.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Slam. Hey, alert.
They'll run with Davis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
18.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo!
Let him know. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Set up. 60 yards.
58, right there. Let's go.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Hey, 18.
Stay with your man. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got it. Switch.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Trubisky on first down. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Cohen. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Draw play, Cohen, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Wilson. Looking long for Westbrook. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there.
Got it? 53, Mike. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Yes. Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Mattison, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
But remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create.
Now Trubisky lost the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on second down. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Recon, 152 fighter. Lucky. Ready?
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 89 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hand
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, B. Big serious right here. We got to step it up. Bobo's the mic.
Now it's the backup Cousins. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
44 is Mike. Check, check. Go, go, go. 44, Mike, 44.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here comes Cohen.
Here we go.
Bears take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run. This is Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, they've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
180! I got him! Single, 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 single. Watch number 29. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Double time! 57. Mike, 57. Silver, silver.
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Here's Madison running on first down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Good route here.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Watch the ship.
Breaker Omaha.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill, kill, kill.
Through.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins is going to fire one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Pick it up. Max 55. Max 55. I got him.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
22 yards there, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 16-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Hey, Echo.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Completes it to Davis. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bears on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, a run with Cohen. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Vikings, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis.